Boom, boom. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. Glad you made it by. My name's Jim. I am a crypto trader and a Forex trader here to help you understand the market from an Elliott wave perspective, guys. Good evening. Welcome to Sunday Night Charts. It's January the 14th, 2024. We got another Sunday Night Charts ready to rock and roll. Hope you guys are ready to go. We're going to look at the charts tonight. So we're going to look at the 5s and 3s, see which way the market might be heading. Hope you guys are ready for some in-depth analysis that is unlike anything you get on YouTube anywhere you go. But don't forget, I'm not here to give you financial advice. I am not your financial advisor, just a guy sitting in his living room looking at his charts with a bunch of friends on YouTube. Hope you guys like the show. All right, with that said, let's jump in. Let me make sure all the sound and the audio is good. Let me know. Sound and audio good to go. Let's see. You want to see me on the screen? Nobody really wants to see me, but if you do, 3, 2, 1, activate. There I am in all of my glory. Just chilling, just relaxing. Hope you guys are well. All right. Let's see. Let's see who's here. Let's say hi to everybody. El Compano. Up we go, he says. We'll see what happens. Good evening. Lee Burger. I like my burger just medium well, just a hint of pink, just cooked perfectly. Lettuce, tomato, onion, mayonnaise, ketchup, mustard. Love it all. That sounds pretty good. Every time I see your name, I think about a hamburger. What's up, Keith M? Keith Moonboy. Good to see you, man. He's been around in my Discord for a long time, and so good to see you, brother. Yeah, I'll give you the Moonboy count as always. Guys, I'll give you the Moon Boy count. Doesn't mean I believe it's going there. I'll give you the Bear Boy count. I don't know that I believe it's gonna go there, but just try to stay as even keel as we can. Look at the market. Some of you guys are saying blackout. Let me know. We got a black screen, or are we good to go? Johnny English, how's life there in South Carolina treating you? You doing okay? Hope you're all right. Good to see you. Welcome to the channel. Tonight, Crypto Cajun. Hey, man. How's that? How's life down there in Louisiana? You doing all right? Good to see you. Let's see. Did I say hi to everybody? Daniel L. Hey, buddy. And Joe Coco. I never know how to say your name. I have that time every time. Well, it's good to see you, man. As always, love your name, love your YouTube name. Hey, there's Bohan Kenner Center. I don't know how to say that either, but hello, Bohan. They're good to see you, Sarah. Hey, it's all good on your end. Excellent, thank you. Hasta la vista, Barbie. Hey, buddy. Glad you made it. All right, guys. Good to see y'all. Welcome. I'm sure Kimosabi will join us shortly, as well as Seth, my main man, and the regular crew. All right, you guys ready to look at the charts? Guys, I think we're going to have, in my opinion, I'll tell you my opinion on the front end, so you don't have to watch a long live stream. And then I will, I tell you what I'll do is I'll show you why I think what I think. And I'll also show you how I'm trading it as well, and what my contingency plans are as far as price actions concerned. Just because, let me just say that just because I believe price is going to do something doesn't mean I trade blindly that direction or that idea, guys. Trading and having an idea for where the market's going on the macro scale, completely different story. So I'm going to give you some analysis. And that 32K target, let me tell you something. There's a chance it could happen in one night, one swift, fast, like tonight. There's a chance we could just dive between today and tomorrow down to 32K, no problem, wick down to that area, and then bounce back up and then consolidate in a range for weeks on end, okay, up and down between 48K and 32. That's kind of what I think is going to happen, to be honest with you. But just because I believe that might happen doesn't mean it's going to happen. Let me just say on the front end, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not here to tell you what the market's definitely going to do. I'm going to offer you some ideas. I'm going to show you the way I think about the market, why I think like I think, why I don't believe the market is going to the moon. in the next couple of weeks, though it could. The market can do whatever it wants to do. I have a belief system, and I have a way of looking at the market, and you're here to watch that and to get as much as you can. But that being said, I don't know where. I'll just tell you, I don't know where the market's going. And trading the market and believing something's going to happen are two totally different things. And so just because I share a video that says I think it's going down to 32K and it goes back up to 42K, 48K tomorrow, that doesn't mean Jim Pierce got wrecked. Okay, I'm not going to get wrecked over that kind of thing. Okay, I know how to trade, and I teach people how to trade in this environment. I am a believer in Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian. I try my very best, and one of my desires is to help you stay away from the mistakes that I have made through the years as a trader. And I try to teach people all about trading safely in this environment and how to overcome their psychology and overcome your own demons that you face as traders. Guys, I do want to invite you with a warm invite into the Discord. We'd love to have you in there. In there, what you'll get is 2 live streams every day. You'll get analysis that's rational and it's just non-emotional, guys. You'll get accountability groups where if you want to join our accountability trading group to keep you out of making mistakes and letting your psychology overwhelm you, we've got a trading, like a trader, it's called Traders Anonymous, where you come in and you say, hey, my name is so-and-so, and I suck at trading, and here's why. Here are the mistakes I'm making, and we work to help you become a disciplined trader. So we're all doing that. We're all on our own journeys as disciplined traders. We make mistakes, but at the end of the day, we're trying to make money and make a living in this market. It's a tough place to make money, guys, because there's some evil people running the show. They're running this market, and they're all about taking your money. So if you guys would like to join that Discord, it's a great place to be. We got just an awesome group of people. You're not going to find a bunch of moon boys, okay? And you're not going to find a bunch of bear boys. You're just going to find guys trying to trade this market wherever it's going. We trade up and we trade down. We go long when it's time to go long and short when it's time to go short. At the end of the day, we're all here to help each other. So a warm invite to the Discord. How do you get in there? Look in the description. You'll see a link to the Gem of All Trades Patreon. Click that button. Join up on any level you'd like to join up on. And that'll send me an email. That email will let me know you've joined. I will send you an email with a link to the Discord, and that'll happen this evening. All right, with that said, welcome, and let's get rocking. There's a couple of you here that have just joined in, so let's see. Choco with an extra co, as it will it will makers easier. This is my son, everybody. Come here, buddy. Let me introduce. Come here, son. Come here right now. Don't hold up. Come on. I just want you. Come here. Just want to introduce you guys to my son, who is crossing behind me. When I clearly gave him plenty of time, I said, son, I'm getting ready to start my live stream. I don't want you crossing behind me. I don't want you coming through. What should I do to him, guys? What should I do? Should I destroy him on camera now, or should I give him mercy? What would you like to have, son?
Pay.
You want pain?
Money.
No, oh, you're going to give me money. Okay. You're going to give me money.
I want
okay. I will take it out of your allowance. Every time you cross here, it's $5 fee.
What if I cross?
If you cross, it's $10. Samuel has to pay it all. So, anyway. All right. So, anyway, go get what you got. Don't let it happen again. All right.
Oh, it's
all right. All right. So, there you go. Just destroyed my son in front of you. Evo, good to see you, man. Fairway Ninja, what's up? Go Lions. Fairway Ninja, do you play? I should have given him a wet willy. That would have been awesome. Good job, Chemo. I'll give him a wedgie right in front of everybody and a wet willy. That'd be good.
No.
Come on, let's hurry up. Let's go. Take the cookies with you. Take some water bottles. Come on. Son's having a sleepover. They don't have school tomorrow. And we got 2 feet of snow out there. So not only we got a snow day.
I ain't paying nothing.
Snow day on Friday. And Martin Luther King Day tomorrow. But here in Michigan, we got a ton of snow. So, all right, y'all. Let's jump into the analysis. You've been invited to the Discord. Love to have you guys in there. Come on and make it a great place to be. It's already a wonderful place to be, but you bring your personality and what you can offer to the table, and let's do it. Christopher Huffman, hey buddy, good to see you, man. Welcome, sir. All right, yeah, I should have put him to work. Go cleaning toilets. All right, guys, let's look at the market. All right, so let's look at the wave structure. We're going to start off. We'll zoom out and then we'll zoom in. Let's see. I'm going to have a small time frame chart rocking because I want to see what this wave is doing here. Right now, it's threatening to break out to the upside, but as long as this, I mean, it could still go up a little bit, but as long as it stays in this range here and rejects, that's going to be good for more down. So the question is this bounce that we're getting, is it going to bring a rollover here? And I've been kind of thinking that, and I still kind of think that for now. I'll show you. This is kind of looking kind of flattish. Maybe not, but that kind of looks like a flat. But it needs to kind of respect this as a running flat, and I want to see this roll over here. That's just to give you some small time frame ideas. If this continues breaking to the upside, then we're going to look at the count a little differently. But let me tell you why I think it makes most sense to me for this to roll over and to kind of give us a big dump tonight, particularly, or begin a much larger move to the downside. I think a larger move to the downside makes sense. However, if we come up tonight, if we don't come and break this low, or if we just tag this low and then bounce back up here, my count to 32K changes a little bit, and I don't like. I would actually probably back off on that 32K target initially and look for something a little higher, or even look for other highs potentially. So I'll show you how we get there. But guys, I know the market has a tendency to like to move during my live stream and even at the beginning of it. And it starts to move, it gets me distracted a little bit in presenting the information to you. So, but anyway, with that being said, I want to show you what I'm seeing and what I'm thinking, and then what's going to change my thinking along the way. So anyway, with that said, let me jump in and show you what I see on the higher time frames, and then we'll go from there. So first off, we have what I believe could be a possible ending diag. Okay, ending diag. We have a wave 4 that is right here. It's A, B, and a C right there. Okay, and we have a possible. If I go to the smaller time frame. We're going to call that an ABC. And I'm going to call that's in the place of a wave 4 where I would expect a wave 4 to be, okay? And then what we've got here is a 1. Oh, come on. There we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That is a potential 5-wave move that finished. So that could be a wave 4 and a wave 5. If that's the case, what you expect to see in such a case is divergence between wave 4 and wave 5. What you've got here, wave 3 and wave 5, this is the top of wave 3. This would be wave 4, and this would be wave 5. That means we got a 1 and a 2 down here. All 3 and a 4 and a 5. We got a 5-wave shape potentially done. And it's come to a target zone that I expected it to come. So we have a wave that looks like it's done at a location we expect to see a finished move. So with that said, guys, there's a lot of reason to believe that this is a potential top. Okay, now I know a lot of people are looking for a pullback here and a continuation to the upside. Is that possible? Absolutely, it's possible, sure. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to try to show you all the counts in the world here best I can. But basically, let me give you my favorite count why I think this market's coming down. I think the market's coming down, number one, because the ETFs just got signed last week, okay? It was almost a guarantee. Last week we talked about it Sunday night that we're probably going to get a sell-off at the ETF news. buy the rumor, sell the news event, basically. Where remember when 2017, guys, y'all remember it if you were in Bitcoin, when Bitcoin is pumping up to 20K, and the very day the futures company backed came on the market, the very day the first trading day backed came online, the market dumped, and it dumped from 20K all the way down to $6,000. Okay, so we remember that. We remember that big dump. Okay, we remember key times in the market, guys. When we get news that's bringing everybody bullish, everybody's thinking, yeah, this is fantastic for Bitcoin, man. This is awesome for Bitcoin. We're going to the moon because we got this company and that company doing this and that with Bitcoin, man. Let's go to the moon. Let's go, man. And everybody's thinking, yeah, this news is going to drive and pump Bitcoin. Okay, when you think about it, though, the news is coming at the end of a pump. The news is coming when all the hype and all the energy is in the market. Oh, look how bullish Bitcoin is. It's going straight up. It's doing the same thing it was doing in the 2020 pump. You know, it dumped first and then it pumped, and it's got a 2020 fractal. I saw it, and I've been showing you that, guys. And everybody's hyped because it's bullish. And then news comes out, the ETF, and it's got a date, and there's a key date, and there's a cutoff date for that thing, and and everybody's anticipating that, and it's all exciting. And boom, the day it turns on, the day it comes live, the first day of trading for the ETF, kersplooshy, the market goes down. Okay. And that's what Bitcoin is notorious for. That's what the markets are notorious for doing. Now, the question is, because it's paused, the dumping has paused, right? We're looking at the chart. It's consolidating. It hasn't made a lower low yet. Hasn't broken the low. We're like, okay, is this market now going to make a higher low? It's retesting that bottom. It's making a higher low now. Is it going to now go up for higher highs? Have we reached a bottom? Was that just a fake out? Was that just a little fake dump or a liquidity grab, and now we're going to go up and make higher highs? That's what the bull boys are thinking, that hey, this move back was just a liquidity grab, now we're going to go up and make higher highs. Listen, the market could do that. That could happen. I just don't think it's going to. Could it? Yes. Am I ready for it? Absolutely. Can I make money if the market does that? Yes. You mean even if I'm wrong? Even what I think is going to happen doesn't happen? You mean I can make money in that environment? Yes. Yeah. Because trading the market is not being right about the direction. It's not being right. It's about trading what the market. It's having an opinion. We all have opinions, and I'm here to share my opinions. My channel. Welcome to my channel, and I'm going to rant, and I'm going to rave, and I'm going to tell you what I think. And guys, you can tell me what you guys think in the comments, and I'll read it, and I'll agree or I'll disagree, and that's no big deal. But at the end of the day, the market doesn't care what I think, and the market doesn't care what you think. Okay, the market will do what the market's going to do. Now, I know personally. I know who runs the market. The market in general is an evil entity. In general, it's the men and women and the companies and the entities that run the market. They are evil, okay, and they want to take the money from you, the masses. And once you learn how to trade with them, guys, once you understand their tricks, you can trade with them and do what they do. Okay, and so anyway, you want to learn their tricks and be amongst a group of people who understand their tricks, and we don't get swayed with FOMO. And if you're struggling with FOMO right now and you're struggling, you need a good psychology. I'll tell you what, you just need a good dose of even keel, no boon boy, no bear boy, just ideas and trade ideas that either get it validated or invalidated. Then I would encourage you to join the Discord again. If you want to protect your assets, you got to come in, get yourself an education, and become part of the group. Don't just think you're going to get a bunch of signals in my group. That's not what the group's about. The group's about sharing ideas together, about keeping each other even keel, about learning good trade and risk management, and learning how to keep yourself protected in this environment, making money in this environment. There's several ways to do it. We've all got different ideas about how we can make money in this environment, but at the end of the day, you pick an idea that you like, a way that you like, and then you roll with it and keep yourself accountable. All right, well, anyway, I've done a second invite. I might give a third one later, but guys, it's super important that you break that cycle of psychology, of revenge trading and psychology, where the market just does stuff you don't expect. It gets you FOMOing, and you enter into emotional trades, and you get wrecked because you're always on the wrong side of the trade, okay? So anyway, Moon Boys are thinking this is a pullback, and let's buy the dip, and we're getting ready to go up, okay? Yes, there is a count for that. I'll show you the count. I'll talk to you about that potentiality shortly, but that being said, I don't think the sell-off is done. In fact, I think it's going to resume tonight, late. It might have already resumed, but we haven't got that big capitulation candle that I'm expecting to see. I'll be honest with you, my primary idea, I'm kind of looking for a monumental sell-off that's been unlike Bitcoin in a long time. Personally, I'm looking for a quick sell-off over a period of a day or two, rather than, or even one night of just sheer, crazy sell-off that you get a candle like we all talk about for the next week, or we all remember for years to come. I kind of believe that that's the kind of sell-off we're getting ready to see. I also believe that there's a crypto winter coming to the charts, guys. Crypto winter that's going to destroy most of the alts, and it's going to leave in its path altcoins that actually have real utility. Those are the only ones that'll stand. They're the only ones that are going to live. All these other alts that have been playing around the bottom, playing around $0, and then giving you these fake rallies, and then coming back and coming back to where the route, these pump and dump coins, guys. I think all of these I think you're about to see them get destroyed. That's my belief system. The market doesn't care what Jim believes. I'm telling you what I believe. You can try to understand why I believe it, and you can listen to it and say, that's an interesting perspective. You can do whatever you want with that opinion. I'm here to share my opinion and tell you why I think it. But at the end of the day, don't forget, I'm ready to be wrong, and you need to. Any opinion that you have, you need to hold it in an open hand and say, you know what, this is my opinion. This is the rationale by which I'm thinking, and I've considered all the other rationales for the bear count, for the bull count, and this is where I land, right? This is where I land. And at the end of the day, though, I'm ready for that opinion to be wrong, and that's okay. That's all right. You can be wrong as long as you manage your risk as a good trader. So that's what we're really here. So please don't take my opinion and then just sell everything you got right now thinking Jim's definitely right. I very well could be right, but I very well could be wrong. So you're going to have to manage that risk. I'm not giving you financial advice, but I do want to emphasize that this is just an opinion. And I'm telling you what I think and why I think it, okay? All right, I've ignored you guys in your comments for a little bit. Oh, you guys are just listening to Jim rant, so that's awesome. All right. All right, good deal. Y'all just listening. I love it. All right, so that said, I think Bitcoin is primed to have I think this is a single print, this move up. It's kind of a single print, and I think it's ready to take back, personally, all of its liquidity in a very fast move back down to the top of this wave, probably back down to 32K. That's kind of what I'm thinking, guys. I'll be honest with you. That's my primary idea, and I would not be surprised to see a very fast move that takes us down, consolidation, and more down until we get down to 32K. I would not be surprised to see such a move. I really wouldn't. I think we're going to have a little jog in the road somewhere about 38K. I think there'll be a jog in the road, okay? And at 38K, I think there's a real chance, too, that this thing probably comes back and retests a breakout. So we're ready. Haven't really broken out, but we have threatened to break out of this level that we're at right now. We're at the bottom of the box, as Kimosabi would say. We're about to break out of it. I think there's a good chance we come and then find support at the top or at the bottom of these waves right here. So I would think we're going to find support somewhere between, if a dump happens, okay, I think we're going to have a jog in the road and a little bit of time somewhere between 34 and 38.5, somewhere around there. So if we get a dump, okay, there's going to be a little bit of a pause that may take a couple of days to play out before the next move happens, okay? It may not jog there at all. It may jog there for a 4-hour candle and then dump again. We might get the kind of dump we had in March of 2020, guys. We might get some kind of a real dump like that, where the market just takes all of this area back, and it takes it back fast and furious. Okay, we've gone up fast and furious, and now we're at an area of resistance, guys. We're at fibs that are resistant. We have wave structures that look complete. There are so many reasons why I think at this very moment that we have reached a top, and that we are now in a corrective wave to the downside that's going to either play, it could take a long time to play out, or it could come down with some rapid speed. I don't know. But my gut, there's something in me, it's a gut feeling that we might get one of those candles, one of those moves that's going to be an epic proportion, monumental, that we're all going to remember between, for the next several years. You're like, hey, remember 2024, January 2024, remember that move? Oh, yeah, I remember that move. That's the kind of move I kind of think we might be heading towards. Now, it may not happen, and I'm ready for that, but I got a gut feeling, guys. I do. I think. Let's just look at the 3-day chart, guys. We got a single print rocking right now. We have a single print, and 32K is support. Okay, if for some reason we get a deeper dive than that straight down, I think there's a chance we come very fast back down to 24K. All right. So listen. A dive of the market straight back down would not be surprising. Just look at that on the chart. That would not surprise me from an Elliott perspective, or just from an understanding liquidity perspective. I would not be surprised to see that move. Okay? Then we would see probably some kind of a bullish move back up, retesting 50% of that thing. Okay? And then I would not be surprised to see it, play around and then dump again. Something like that. Would not be surprised to see that kind of move on the chart over the next couple of years. Now that's years, but I think this first move has a potential to play out very quickly. Now what I've drawn here down to 24K, I mean, that's down May of 2024. Okay, so just to give you an idea, this is a 3-day chart. This is months worth of price action, months. Okay, so I'm not saying the market's going down to 24K tonight. I don't think that's realistic. Now, could the market do some kind of a big move like that? Yeah, it could, but I don't think that that's what we have in store. However, a first candle, a wicked. A blowout, like boom, first candle down to 32K over the next week, that's possible right there, something like that. And then I would expect us to start working our way back to the upside. Okay, working this range for the next several months. Okay, we'd be working this range between 32K and 48K over the next several months, more than likely. Okay, once that finishes its corrective shape, we would look for more down. Now that third wave is going to be deeper and faster, but deeper. It doesn't have to be faster, but it's going to start out slower. It'll start out kind of playing in this range to the downside until finally it falls off the cliff and gives you either a 3-wave shape, or begins a 5-wave shape to the downside, or a 3-wave to the downside. We'll see. We'll talk about that in a moment. So I think there's a possibility, guys, that this wave right here is done. Is that a certainty? Nah, it's not a certainty at all. But I think there's a real chance that that's finished. So if it's finished, how do you count it? Well, here's a couple of ways to count it. This is A, B, and C. Okay? This came, as we've been talking about since last November, guys. We've been talking about this range between 43K and 48K. We've been talking about that range, okay? Now, 43K, 41 to 43 was my target originally based on fibs, understanding that we could wick and go up higher if we wanted to. But my first targets were 43, 41 to 43. Last November, I was talking about that. Let me know in the comments if you remember. I've been talking about this flat for I don't know how long. Now, this flat took a jog in the road that I was not expecting, okay? So I really had to reconsider, and I really kind of got thrown off the game a little bit as far as this, because I expected this to go up with a little bit more speed and intensity. But the fact that this took so much time in the market right in here, that was really a challenge to navigate and understand what the market was doing. But at the end of the day, this ABC is still in play, okay? And we'd be looking at this wave, something like this, a 1-2 down here, okay? And this is a wave 3, there's a wave 4, and then this right here is wave 5. And I think there's a count that says, hey, 5 just finished, and it's the most beautiful, pretty Elliott wave you've ever seen. Let's count it, okay? It's very pretty. We got a 1 and a 2 right there, okay? Now, you could change that. You could have a different count, but that's basically the count. You can call this wave 3, the top of here, okay? You got a flat wave 4 and then a wave 5, okay? So there's the way you'd count it. Now, there's an alternate count here that says, guys, this dump that we just got, here's the contrary count. The dump that we just got was the C wave of a larger wave 4 that, Jim, you're right, wave 3 is finished, but wave 4 is not finished. That this was actually 3 waves that took the high. This is an impulse wave that is not finished. It's going to come down, but it's not going to come down to 32K. It's going to come down and take this liquidity below this area, but it's going to find support somewhere at 38, 39K. Come down here, find support, and then we go up for the stop hunt, the FOMO wave, the final nail in the coffin of the bulls. Okay, it becomes a bear trap and a bull trap. It's a classic liquidity play where we stop hunt the low and grab liquidity, go take the high, boom, and then the sell-off that I was talking about a little bit ago, that crypto winter, that's when it begins after that play. Okay? So that's another possibility that could be on the table. Am I here to tell you is it definitely on the table? No, nothing's definite. It's just an idea, and it's an understanding of the way the market likes to move. Okay? So, how many of you think the wave 4 and the 5 is done and we're done, or we're still in that wave 4, okay, and we're getting ready to go into the wave 5? What are your thoughts? I personally like the wave is finished. I think there's a real chance. A lot of times we're looking for that wave to finish. Like, okay, one more wave, here we go. But it just never comes. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, this wave ends up down here. And you're like, what in the world just happened? We were looking for the 5th wave and it never came. You say, well, you already got it. You already got the 5th wave. Let me show you another example of a wave where we were looking for a 5th wave and we never got it, okay? I'm going to go down to the 4-hour time frame just a moment and show you an example. I was like, hey, looking for a 5th wave, and we never got what we thought we were going to get, okay? Because right in here, we had all this chop right in there, and then all of a sudden we had this, look at this, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was an ending diag. It barely took out the high, but it did take out the high. It gave us a wave 4 and a wave 5, very sneaky, and then we got rejection, and all of a sudden, before you know it, it came and didn't find support until it got to the bottom of the last move. So I think that's the kind of move we're getting ready to have. I think this wave is heading for this direction. That's the kind of move I think we're getting ready to get. Okay, so except I think it can come down a lot faster than a lot of us think it could. I think there's a chance it comes down so fast it scares everybody, and then it wicks back up and then ranges. And so, again, I think that's a possibility. I don't have any certainty, but here's the same play. It's the same idea. It's the same play where you got all this chop here. There's a wave 4 in there, and then you got this ending diag. Boom, barely took out the top, but it did, and it rejected, and now we're in the process of this downward motion. Okay, and I think that 32K target, shoot, if it wants to go to the bottom here to 25K, I think it can. It can. And it can take out this single print that is there on the weekly chart. Okay, it's basically the single print is going to get taken out on the weekly. Okay, let's look at it. We closed the week finally. We had a close of the week with a lower high. A lower low. Now we had last week we had a higher high technically, but now we have a lower low in the weekly. We are revisiting, if you'll notice, we had an engulfing candle on the weekly last week. We are retesting and have retested at least 30% of the body of last week's candle. It isn't unheard of to come back and retest 50% of that candle. However, if this wants to get going on the weekly really fast, this kind of 1/3 retest, wicking just 1/3 of that candle, and then a huge red candle forms, maybe with a big by the end of this red candle, a big wick on this candle. I think there's a real possibility, and all of a sudden you've got a wave that looks like this. And it finds support on this trend line. Where's that trend line going to find support? Where's that? Well, right here. This is where 32K came from, guys. Right here. I retested that trend line. I retested the top of that wave. I can totally see a weekly or the next 2 weeks, a candle down here at 32K in the next couple of weeks. Can totally see that possibility on the chart. Okay? So you can't ignore this engulfing candle that you have on the weekly. Okay, if you go back and look at this engulfer that you had right here, okay, the next candle retested very little of the body of the candle, and then we had a bearish week, and then another bearish week. Okay, 2 bearish weeks in a row that came back down to the previous support. We had an engulfer here, and an engulfer here. We had retest, and then boom, boom, came back down to previous weekly support. Okay, so if this comes down over the next 2 to 4 weeks, guys, if this comes down over the next 2 to 4 weeks, where's the next weekly support? Right here between 25 and 32K. Again, that's what I'm seeing on the chart, and I'm showing you why I believe what I believe from a lot of different perspectives. Okay, so anyway, that's the way I'm seeing it. That's my thinking right now. Could this be a fake out top and they go up and take the high again? Absolutely. Right. If you'll notice right here, we had an engulfer on the weekly here, and they came out in the next 2 weeks and took the high out. Played around. Could that be happening? Yes, it could be. But the thing is, we've already been playing around, and we have an Elliott count that looks finished here, guys. We have an Elliott count that looks really finished. So, again, I am personally very bearish. I'm bearish down to these levels, okay? Down to 25 to 32K. Then I see a rally taking place. I envision a rally to take place. Now, could it take a lot longer to come down here than I've shared with you? Absolutely. I just think that our market is primed for something big to happen here. I think it's primed for some catastrophic movement on the market that's going to freak everybody out, and it might happen in the period of a very short time frame. Again, it's a gut feeling. I have no way of predicting or knowing with any certainty that any of my ideas will take place. I'm just sharing some ideas with you that you can take or leave. I'm not spreading FUD. I'm not a bear boy. In fact, guys, I don't know how many of you guys remember back November, December, January, I was moon boy yelling and screaming to 43K, okay? And everybody thought I was crazy, and everybody was saying we're going down to 10K, 12K. Here we come, okay? Guys, I'm telling you, I'm about as even keel as they come. I am as neutral as they come. I don't care if it goes up or down. I don't have any skin in the game. I am purely a trader. That means I don't have any investments in Bitcoin. I do not invest in Bitcoin. I do not have any skin in the game. If it goes up, fantastic. I love the bull runs of Bitcoin because they're beautiful to trade. And I love the bearish moves of Bitcoin because they're beautiful to trade. I'm a pure trader. I am not here to tell you that I have an opinion. I don't have a biased opinion. Now, sometimes my trades get me in a biased opinion, and I work really hard to stay out of that. But I don't have a bias right now that except that I have a gut feeling that the Elliott wave count that is most possible or probable is the next couple of weeks bearish. And it's possible that we have one of those really big weekly candles like this one right here. Let me try to draw that arrow a little bit better. That one right there. We could have a really big bearish candle by the end of the week. I think that's on the table. All right, I've been doing all the talking. Hopefully, I've spurred on some comments by you guys. Let's see what you guys are thinking. All right, so we're going to go back in time and read your comments. Can you chart Ethereum Classic, please? Crypto Cajun, I promise to do that. But you got to give me some time to finish the analysis for Bitcoin and share the ideas. We do like to park on Bitcoin for about 45 minutes to an hour during Sunday night charts. Guys, if you want to skip the Bitcoin analysis and get to your requests, I usually start taking requests about 10 p.m. Sunday night charts. Usually takes me a good hour to get through my thoughts, share what I'm thinking, because I'm a long-winded preacher, guys. Even when I teach the Bible, I'm long-winded as well. But I'm a teacher at heart. I want to teach you. I want to show you what I'm thinking, why I'm thinking it, rather than just tell you what I think. I want to give the rationale for it. All right, let's see. Maltreya thinks 55K. I mean, it's absolutely. I mean, it could go up there, but it doesn't have to. In fact, there's a chance we've already topped. So what I'm saying is that there's a possibility we've already topped. That 49K was it, guys. So could we go? Could we go to 55K? Yeah. Nikki Nada, do I know what the halving is? Absolutely, I know what the halving is. Yep. Red Pill Crypto says bull flag from 15.4 low to 31.8 high. Bull flag. Bull flag. How do you get a bull flag from 15.4 to 31.8? Bull flags start from the high and work their way down. So do you mean 31 to 15 was a bull flag? Is that what you mean? So this move right here, no, that's not the move. I'm trying to see a bull flag. The bull flag you're talking about to 15. 31 to 15. I don't see any 31. Maybe you can explain what you think and why you think it there, Red Pill. Show a chart. Guys, if you want to share your charts, up at the top on the address bar, it'll say tradingview.com/chart/ a bunch of letters. Or some of you, it'll say tradingview.com/x/ a bunch of letters, whatever. Whatever comes after tradingview.com, copy and paste that portion of it into the chat, and I will find your chart. Okay, so if you want to share your charts, feel free to do that. Maybe you're talking, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm trying to understand, so help me out. Bohan is looking for a reverse God candle. Okay. Yeah, you might get one. Absolutely, could happen. Absolutely. So, Sarah, I don't know. Sarah, Serra. I'm going to call you Sarah, but I don't know how to say that. The market falls after the halving. What is the date of the halving, or what's the projected date? Can somebody let me know what the projected in the chat? What the projected date? I'll put it on the screen, and we'll see what we can see about it here. Let me get on Coinbase here. There we go. Beautiful. From an Elliott perspective, oh, come on. Try again. Not sure what just happened. There we go. Think I got it back. Sorry about that, guys. From an Elliott perspective, I'm seeing this as a 1, 2, okay, 3, 4, and a 5. Some of you guys are seeing this big wave right here as a wave 4, and now we're in a wave 5. Now that is an interesting count, and let me show you if that's the count. We're coming down, okay? We're coming down in 3, okay? More than likely. So let's talk about this particular count because this has some merit to it. That more than likely, this wave right here is a wave 1. We're going to get a wave 2, 3, 4, and 5 if this is a big leading diag, a giant leading diagonal. So if the market wants to pump, we're going to get a dump back down to 24K range like I've been talking about, or even deeper potentially, okay? And this could find its support as a leading diag somewhere around 20, 24, 25K, somewhere like that. So we'd be looking for a 3-wave pullback, okay, that's followed by a giant move. And what that becomes is a giant leading diag. And that's when, oh, I hit the wrong button. That's when you moon boys can get really excited if that plays. That is a bullish count, guys. There's your moon boy count, by the way. That's your moon boy count. Okay? So there you go. There you go. But is this going straight up from where we are? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think what we just got, guys, was a 5-wave move. Okay? With an extended 5th wave. We're going to get a 3-wave pullback that's going to retest 60% of the last bullish move. Okay? So let's pull the retrace on that guy. And yeah, a retrace golden zone, guys, find support around 27K. That's your golden zone, guys. And then we're looking long from there on your moon boy count. So if that's the case, then you've got basically 1, 2, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you've got a 3-way pullback. Now let me offer a different count than that. So that's a leading diag where you've got 5 waves in every wave. Okay, let me posit a different idea. What if you have a leading diag where you have 3 waves in every wave? That means we could call this potentially a running an expanded flat. Okay, and so basically we're going to call this 3 waves of wave 3. Okay, we can maybe find 3 waves in here. 3, 3, 3, 3, and now we need 3 again. So what we just got was the first wave. We're going to look for 3 waves back down. Could retest 15. It could go Again, that 24K is possible, or it could go lower, and then we look for the final move to the upside. And again, you're looking at that as the final move of Bitcoin. And there's your leading diag, and then we'd have a multi-year bear market following that, retesting 60% or higher of that entire move. If it comes back 80%, we'd be coming all the way back down. So I like that count. So I'm a fan of that. I am. I'm a fan. But so that's your bull boy count. But even with the bull boy count, we're done. We're done. There's a chance we're done with this initial wave. It just finished, and now we're heading down. Okay. We'll pull back, and then we're heading down. You're gonna find support somewhere around 25 to 19K or something like that. Look at the weekly RSI, guys. We need a pullback. We're getting it. So we'll see. We'll see. Let me go back to the chat and check out all your comments here. Eric Bro says, says, good charge, Jim. All right, thanks, man. Let's see, what else? All-time high before the halving. Nikki Nada, maybe, absolutely. I mean, valid idea. Sean Silvestro decided to give me some crap tonight. What did I predict? I didn't predict anything about the Celestia. I just shared what I was seeing. Give me crap all you want, but yeah. I don't make predictions. I just show you what I see and why I see it. You know that, and I know you know that. Let's see. Let's see. Chemo wants to see hold above 49K to open up a possibility to 84K. Yeah, sure. The halving's somewhere around April 10th, April 24th. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just reading your comments, guys. Give me a second. April 17th. So anywhere from the 10th to the 22nd is the halving. Okay. Lee thinks 31K as well. Then to 80. That's a real possibility. Yeah, let's look at ETH. We'll do it. Red Pill Crypto, glad you came by, buddy. All right, man. You're the best trader that came out of trading night school. I love it. I love it. I'm glad you went through trading night school. That's awesome. Guys, those videos are still out there on my channel if you want to find them. There's a playlist. Trading night school. All right, I just caught up with all the comments. Okay, all right, so there it is, guys. There's the Bitcoin analysis. I've offered some ideas. I think there's a pullback here. I do. I think there's a significant pullback. I think there's a chance it's one of those real volatile ones. So it's just an idea. It may or may not play out. Okay, but I have a feeling that the next candle we get is going to be a very, very deeply red week, or if it's not this week, it'll be next week. Okay. All right, so let's see what happens tonight, tomorrow. We may get pullbacks tonight, tomorrow. We'll see. All right. So with that said, I think we can boil the analysis of Bitcoin down to 2 counts here. And this is 2 counts. Oh, I want to do some micro analysis as well with you. And then we're going to look at the rest of the charts, and I'll take your requests as well. 2 counts. Either this is ABC, and we have an ending diag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my favorite count. Okay? That's my number 1 count right there. That's what I think is happening. That means I think we've reversed and that we're coming down. And we're going to come take out some of these lows. I think the first area is 38K. Okay? It's the first area I expect to see, some kind of a, stop. I also see the potential for one of those really, really crazy wicks that this thing could sell off really, really fast and hard, come down, tag 32 range, and then wick back, and then range. So, okay. So watch out for that. Just be ready for, just understand that could be happening, a big liquidation event. All right. Secondly, the second count is that we're actually making a wave 4, a larger wave 4. We're probably going to come down, take liquidity down here, and then we're going to go up and hit the high, 55, 60K, whatever. We're going to go up and hit the high after that. So that's the other count. So I think those are the 2 major counts on the table. Okay, and I think ultimately we're due for a larger correction sometime soon. All right, now, what is the small time frame? How do we count this current wave that we're in? What's it doing, and where's it going? So let's do a little micro analysis here, because I like to do micro. I love to do micro analysis. First off, I think it's very, very possible, just looking very, very down here, there's a chance. I'm not certain about this, but there's a chance that this is an A, B, and a C wave. All right? That there's a flat happening here. We're going to respect this breakout. Okay? And we're going to find rejection for lower waves. That what we've got going on right now is a 1-2 to the downside. From the top here, we got a 1, and then this is a flat 2, or something like that. Or we got a bunch of 1-2s. Okay? Yeah, this could be a 1 and a 2. Yes, it broke the high on the wick, but If on the line chart, I think it holds. So let's look at the line chart. Yeah. You could have a running flat here. So that's a 1, 2. Oh, sorry. Let's try that again. 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. This could be a nest of 1, 2s that rolls over with a really, really big candle. Okay. So in other words, watch out for this being a nest of 1, 2s. Now that's the bearish count. Now look up here. Go back to the line chart. You've got the same thing going. You got the same nest of 1, 2s that we haven't finished. We haven't. If that's a nest of 1, 2s, if it is, and I'm not certain that it is, but if it is, we haven't satisfied it yet. We haven't finished it. So in other words, we got, you see this wave right here? We got 1, 2, 1, 2 right there. So we got a 1 off the top, 2 wave. There's 2, there's 1. Then we got another 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. This could be some kind of a flat and it rolling over for another wave. Or this is a larger 4. Okay. We need to get a 5. So let's get a 5. Four, 5. Oh, sorry. 4, 5, something like that. Where you get a series of 4 5s. That takes us down to 32K in this wave over the next week or two. All right, so there's the bearish count. That's the bearish micro count. Now, the way this wave is forming up, it looks very much like this is going as a flat. And it's going to come out and take this high out. Take out this liquidity zone out right there. That looks very much like that's plausible. So if that's the case, that this isn't a nest, right here is not a nest of 1, 2s. It just didn't play. But if that is a nest of 1, 2s, this really needs to respect this area and come down with a very big wave. Okay? That this needs to reject in this area and come down with a very, very large wave if that's a nest of 1, 2s. And I'm not certain that it is. So we'll see. Okay? We'll see. Could this simply be a simple wave count? 1, 2, 3. Got maybe a ugly triangle 4 and a wave 5, and that's finished? Maybe. It's certainly plausible. I don't think so, but it's possible. It's looking a little bit of a higher time frame than 1 hour. We retested the 50 on this pullback. We're now coming back. We hit the low again. We're retesting the 50 again on the RSI, on the hourly. We've got divergence working on the line chart. This could be a flat. Or it's just going to roll over and make a lower low. It could come way down. See, that's what I'm saying. A candle like this, I can just, my mind, I'm sorry guys, but my mind, I see that in my head. I'm like, oh, it's totally possible. At this little pump that we're getting right now is just, it's just enticing a bunch of longs, and they're getting ready to sell into it. They're getting ready to sell into it. I could be wrong on that, but I have my spidey senses are screaming at me right now watch out for that big candle. And I kind of believe it. Okay, so there you go, guys. There's the micro analysis of this wave. Is it done? I don't think so, but it could be. This is awful big. So my only problem is that this is a very, very large consolidation area. That if this indeed is a nest of 1-2s, like I think it is, then I need the next candle to be really, really large. Okay, so if I'm wrong, we're going to come up and break this area. So in my title, 32K incoming unless this happens. So here's the unless this happens. If this wave comes back and takes out this area, I think the count is much different. Okay? I think the count will be different than I have called. Especially if it comes up very quickly. If it comes up quickly, I'd look for a flat, and then I'd call this maybe an A wave, a B wave that's coming up and retesting, and then we look for C. Or if this comes up quick, stays in this area, and then rejects, then maybe we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're only going to 38K, 38, 39K, and then we're going to retrace, and we could be going up for higher highs at that point. So wave structure here, if it goes down to 32, it's going to go swiftly down. There needs to be a big candle that doesn't pause very long at 38. If the wave structure I'm expecting to happen happens, I don't expect to see a very big pause. If I'm wrong, we're going to see a pause and a retrace. Okay? So anyway, all right. So those are some ideas to think about. Guys, enjoy those ideas. I hope you enjoyed those. Entertaining nonetheless. They're just an opinion that may or may not happen. So please don't trade based solely on that idea. All right, let's look at Ethereum. Let's see what the rest of the charts are telling us. Ethereum kind of gives me a sense of I got a 1-2 working here. It came back to a 50% retrace. It came back to the 50 in a nice three-wave shape there. I mean, it's beautiful three waves. Okay, got a nice WXY or an ABC. Could be a zigzag, but WXY is better, I think. We got a 3, a 3, and a 3. Okay, that looks good. And then now we got this thing working here, and I can totally see if this thing wants to dump and come on down here, it totally can. And I would expect to see that based on this wave structure. Okay. Now, if this wants to create a flat, it totally could do that as well, where you got A, B, and C. That could play as well. There's another wave count for you, so that's a little bit more bullish, where we come up and test these highs again. That's on the table, guys. That is on the table. Back to Bitcoin. That's on the table here. I guess I got to be true to that. I just have a feeling that I can't get over it. 3, 3, 5. So watch out for that flat. If that flat plays, okay, it's 5 waves to the upside. Looking for 5 waves, then down. Okay. So this thing might go up in 5 waves, might go up quickly. So that might be what we're getting. This wave structure that's kind of pumpy right now. We might be getting a pumpy little 5-wave move to retake these little levels, to retake. We already grabbed liquidity down below here. We retested the lows, and now we're kind of coming up. I just think that's too pretty, to be honest with you. I think it's too pretty. I've seen it before, time and time again. I'd like to see this roll over and come down for another wave. And I'd like to see it come down very quickly. But if it's going to go up, I'd like to see it go up quickly. Okay, give us 5 waves, take the top, and then reject after that. So those are some ideas that I'd be watching out for on the table. Okay, all right. So there's that. But a wave that doesn't give you the wave pullback that you expect, and the nice wave shape that you expect. Sometimes that's the kind of wave I would ordinarily, to be honest with you guys, be looking for this kind of wave right here. Let's see, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, that could be a triangle too. So yeah, this is, I would ordinarily see this wave and like, oh yeah, we're going up. So that's a real possibility, guys. We got a triangle in here. We got a potential A, B, C, D, E in here. So here's another count: A, B, C, D, E. It's beautiful. And so that could be a B triangle, and then a C. Okay, that could be A, B, C. Another way to look at that is we got a running triangle. That's a possibility as well. You got a running triangle right here. I'm not a great fan of this, but I guess it's possible where you got this is A. Maybe we call this B, C, D, E, something like that. And then this could be some kind of an ending wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. So that's a possibility. That would finish the wave out. That would finish that wave out, and then we would be that would be 5 waves. The other thing we could expect is one more hit to the low, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That finishes the wave out. It could be an extended wave, get us down to 38K maybe, and then we have a 3-wave retrace back to the upside. So if this is some kind of a triangle fourth, there's a possibility. And you got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So yeah, that's the micro look. There's all kinds of things that can happen here, but man, this little section right in here has got me looking at that as a nest of 1, 2s. It doesn't have to be, but it looks like a nest. And if that's a nest, I need this to play out with a bunch of 3, 4s. I mean, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5s. 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. It should nest out at the bottom as well. Okay? So, anyway. All right. And that might be exactly what we're getting, okay? Come on. I'm losing my... Let me know if you guys are still good audio, video. This could be a 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. And that's how we get down to 38K. And then you got 1, 2. See, this would be wave 3, 4, 5. And that's exactly how it could play. So this just kind of chops on down. It may take several days to play. So let's see what happens. Let's see how it plays. AV's on point. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay, cool. My screen's bouncing around a little bit. Okay, so let's look at Ethereum. So yeah, I mean this could be a flat, but I think that's too pretty. I think it's more likely that this comes up here, retests the moving average, rolls over for the next wave. But yeah, it's totally possible. Let's come up here. Boom, boom, boom. We have not taken that low. We could totally have a 1. That could be some kind of a 5-wave move. That's ugly as crap, but yeah, it could be a 1, 2 to the upside, or an AB. Okay, A, B. Let's come up here for C. Totally possible. But usually, let's look at Ethereum. Let's look at it on the 4-hour chart. Let's look at how Ethereum normally likes to top out. Okay, remember how we talked about this last couple weeks, guys? The way Ethereum likes to top. Come on. Let's see if I can get it in there. There we go. So what happens is you get a chop, boom, and then a top. Okay? And then it's a rejection. Okay, at the top it gets a little choppy, but it's fast to the downside. Okay? Look again. Chop sideways, boom, a top. And then it doesn't spin long and it comes straight down. It gives you basically a peak that's pointy. Okay? It doesn't give you the sideways action at the top much. Okay, now, if you look carefully and closely at those tops, just kind of look at the way Ethereum likes to move. After they've come down here, you get a jog in the road. You do get some stoppage, right? But it keeps coming down, okay? And you get a nice wave shape here. A nice wave shape. So looking at these tops here, I would expect this. See that this has come down here? I would expect the next move to be doing this. Jog in the road, boom. Okay? Gonna find some playing around in here. So I think Ethereum's coming down to $2,100, and it's going to come down relatively quickly. Okay, and then it's going to play around for a while. Okay, like this, coming down here, first support, and then play around, and then continue down. Play around, then continue down. So I think the first support's right here. Okay, I think that's a good plausible area to find. Maybe 2,300, maybe for the first wave down. Okay, but if they want to get ridiculous, don't be ridiculous. Right? If they want to get ridiculous, they could come. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that 23K is the top of this wave right there. Boom. Come back down to it, play around, come back in the box. It comes back in the box. Comes down, boom, plays around, comes back in the box. We're coming down here. Okay. Coming down there. So that's your bearish outlook. How's that play on the macro? What's the count if it does that? You see it now? You got a leading diag of some kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A potential diag of some kind. Boom. Get a 3-way pullback. Then let's go. Fine, let's go. But let's get this pullback, retesting this low. Could take the high after that, or it goes up in 3 and makes lower lows later as a WXY. So what's the bullish outlook here? What's the bullish? Okay, the ultra bull count here. I mean, because if it's bullish, it's ultra bull. It's an ultra bull. I got a 5-wave shape here, so I would expect some kind of a 3-wave, but then continuation after that. And this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's the ultra bull count. If we don't get this bearish count that comes down like I expect it to, then it's going to be an ultra bull count. But I'm looking for at least a 3-wave move here to start off over the next several months. Now it's gonna go up and down. It's gonna be choppy in here, but I'm looking for some kind of a 3-wave correction over the next several months. I don't think over the next several months you're gonna get like a pump to the moon. I don't think that's what we're getting. I think we're getting an ETF sell-off, and it's gonna be monumental. Monumental. Why? Because the investors in those ETFs, they want cheaper prices. Hey, this is too expensive. This is the price Retail traders pay. This is not the price big boys pay. The big boys, they want cheaper prices. And you know if the big boys are coming in, they've already made arrangements. Okay? They've already made arrangements to pay cheaper prices. Price is going to get down there somehow. They're going to pay cheaper prices because if they're going to come in the market, they need to get their money's worth. So price is going to come down for them. Okay? This is a rally that gets the sheeple all bullish and buying. Okay? This is hype. This is news. This is hey, time to invest in Bitcoin. Up here, pay these prices. The big boys aren't going to pay these prices. I think the market's coming down, guys. Andrew Freeman, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. Of course, Nikki Nada, of course. But you got to understand who runs the show, who controls the markets. Well, you just got to, once you get that, it all becomes clear. Okay. Over the counter. That's retail buyers, dude. Retail's paying $48,000 for Bitcoin because they're constantly reacting and FOMOing and always in the wrong trade, always in the wrong direction. All right. So Ethereum, yeah, I see Ethereum. This is the beginning of something big, but I see a largish pullback coming. Get a little bit of a pump now. Let's see what she does. I want to see what the wave shape is here. And my flat idea is out. That we've kind of lost the shape of a flat. I think we do have a shape of kind of 5 waves here, maybe. Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which could be an ABC. So this could be A, B, and then C. So if you can find an ABC down here, maybe. So if that right there, if that's ABC, and then there's your connecting wave, and then you got another ABC, that's a WXY, basically WX, we're getting Y, and then that means it's coming down. That could be a 1-2 of some kind, and they could be going to take out the top here. This could be that flat we were talking about. A, B, and now we get C. I mean, that's the way it looks. That's the way this wave is looking. But man, when they get you looking one way, they reverse it and roll it over. 5-minute charts overbought. So let's see if this respects this area up here. Because my idea to 32K, I think it doesn't have to. I think it seems most plausible if it respects this area right here and does not take out that liquidity, but rather leaves it. Otherwise, I think the wave shape is not pointing straight to 32, which is fine. But I can't be certain of that either. And again, my 32K idea is it's more of a gut than it is. And it was also kind of predicated on this right here being a nest of 1-2s. But as big as this is, I don't know. I'm feeling less like that was a nest of 1-2s. So if that's not a nest of 1-2s, then my countdown to 32K kind of falls apart. But so my count to 32K, let me say it this way. My nest of 1-2s holds water, I think, better if we get if this area is respected and we get rejection here down fairly quickly. I mean, that the rejection that happens and it goes fairly fast. I'm not talking about in the next 15 minutes. I'm talking about over the next 8 to 24 hours. You get a move back down out of here clear. That becomes clear and plain. So I think this very much looks like a flat. But it's almost too pretty, right? It's almost like this is so clear and plain that this is going up here. It almost looks too pretty. And the fact of the matter is, on the 5-minute we have hidden bear on the chart. It's not killer, but it's there. The 15 minutes retesting the 50, which if it rolled over, now it could go up. So if it does, it's fine. But if it goes up here and makes this flat, which is fine for it to do, then I would expect another wave down, I would think. All depends on what it does. Unless that's a 1-2. If that's a 1-2, you're going to see 3, 4, 5 new highs. That's Ethereum. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take requests at this time. I'm going to take 10 requests. First 10 of you. If you want to guarantee your request to be covered now, make sure you super chat it. If you super chat with it, then it'll guarantee you get in there, okay? I just want to limit, because I had so many requests last week and I was so exhausted. I don't want to exhaust myself over the next 30 minutes looking at charts. I'm just going to, what I do with requests is I just glance at the chart and give me my first impressions based on the analysis that we've seen here. I did want to look at the DXY here and the S&P. DXY, guys, is at a key area of breakout. If this breaks to the upside, this could be some bullishness here. So I am kind of looking up, even though in the first couple of weeks we could go down, but I'm kind of looking more up than down on the DXY. Okay, so I'm bullish on the DXY chart. On the S&P chart, guys, this is looking very 5 wave-ish here. So this is looking very 4-5-ish. We could be in the middle of 4 with another hit to the high. Or we could be done. Same thing with Bitcoin, but it's looking fairly finished. Okay, this is an old drawing. There you go. So that's looking about finished to the upside potentially. There might be another hit to the high. I think there's a chance here. There's a chance here. You've got. Let's see. How do we count this? Could have a zigzag up to the top. It's kind of an ugly zigzag. But you could have an A, a B, and a C wave. The C is ugly, but it's possible. 1, 2, 3. Nope, 4. 4 goes into the 5th, so I can't call that right. That's not a good count. I'm trying to see how this could be finished. See, that looks like a leading diag. But another thing that you could have here, one other count here is you could have a 3, 3, 5. this wave came into the territory of what a proposed 1, so that can't be a 4 unless it's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, but I don't have 3s. Yeah, tough little count here, but I'll tell you, S&P, you got kind of the 4 or 5 look to it. I wouldn't mind seeing this come on down. Boom, 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 and then back up for higher highs. Wouldn't mind seeing that. But let's see if we go up and take the top out. We probably will. I imagine we could totally take the top out. NASDAQ has already done it. It's got a 5-wave look to it. 3, 4, 5. It looks really close, guys. I tell you, I think we're close to a dump here on the NASDAQ and the S&P. Totally possible. Anytime now. Could it go up and make higher highs? I imagine it could. But I think that's a trash wave. Wouldn't mind seeing this wave right here. Boom, boom, boom. So they could go up a little higher, get everybody really bullish, and then dump the crap out of it over the next couple of months. All right, so there's NASDAQ, S&P. Let's look at XRP. XRP is kind of rallying, isn't it, on the 4-hour? Let's see here. The way I was looking at XRP, we had a 3-wave move. Boom, 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 right there. Boom, boom. Let's see it reject here. Four hours showing a rally. It's a nice bullish candle on the 4-hour. Still got 26 minutes. Guys, we got 26 minutes left on that candle. Tell you what, the 11 o'clock hour is going to be really important. But it looks like you got an initial wave. You got a 3-wave pullback. Let's see if it continues down after that. Does it come down quickly? But that looks like 3 waves, guys. This looks like it needs to continue down. What would it be if it continues up? If it continues up, what would that be? 1, 2, 1, 2. Some kind of diag or a 1, 2, 1, 2 to the upside where this is going to go up bullishly. So there's your bullish count for XRP. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Here we go. 3 waves. Let's draw a trend line. See where we are. Guys, a break of this trend line to the downside is going to be very bearish. Down or up. Here we go. Key moment. Got a key XRP moment. This looks 3 wave-ish, guys. Retesting that breakout, I would expect more down. That's my expectation based on what it's looking like right now. Okay? Look at it again. Just look at the smaller, look at the other time frames here. See that breakout? We got a 3-wave pullback to it. Continuation down. We need another wave to the downside. It's going to hit, play, and go. That makes the most sense to me. Okay. VET. Man, all these things are kind of V-shaped recoveries here. What's going on? What's going on? So VET is offering kind of a three-wave-ish look, but it's at a key moment here. Is it going to come back up, or is it going to reject? So kind of, you got a three-wave pullback here. Boom. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me 5. Be an ending diag. Or it could be a series of 1, 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then down big. Big, big, big. That's the bearish count. The bullish count. 3. That's some kind of 3. Looking for 5 to take the top. And then we dump after that. So that's that flat that you kind of see on Ethereum and potentially on Bitcoin. Right now, it's got a three-wave shape here for a pullback. Could have some kind of leading diag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or some kind of a. Yeah, it could be very bullish. That could be very. I mean, I can see that both ways. Guys, it's an I don't know burger right now. 5 minute is overbought. Either way. All right, let's see what your requests are. All right, let's look at ETC. Just looking at ADA, by the way. ADA, we got a three-wave move back to the upside, and then we started working our way down. We're kind of pulling back, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this roll over and come on down. But this looks like a flat as well. That flat could play, and then it comes down. So watch out for that. Okay, let's look at ETC. And Binance. All right, 4-hour chart. There she is. Let's go to the daily first. Yeah, I mean, so you see how they kind of round and back up here? Is this a dead cat bounce before we get more lows? Maybe. Or is this going to start making its way? So if it starts making its way, this could be something like this. See that how that rounded up there? So that we get this bounce right there. So we get this pullback here. And then maybe a real big move, right? before it dies. Nevertheless, we're in a pullback phase. 3 waves to the downside, more than likely. See that right there? Watch that fractal right here. Because we're kind of rounding up here. We got the same fractal working, same price action working. So watch that. That's quite a bullish candle on the daily starting. Wonder if it's going to be a wick or if it's going to be a bullish engulfer. We had a pretty bearish 4-hour candle here. We got 18 minutes left on that candle. It's pretty bullish. It's taking price action all the way back. For now, let's see if it wicks in the next 18 minutes, or if it holds. Keeps everybody guessing. But it's a pretty strong candle. 1 hour. You got some bullishness here. But if it respects this breakout area, we're bonking our head on the breakout, retesting. Let's see if we break back down in the next hour. All right, so ETC, I'd watch that fractal. That's what I would see. Watch for a three-way pullback. So on the smaller time frame, retesting of the high. Whenever this finishes, a retesting of the high, something like that. You know, if it's going to be bullish, let's see if you get a big move like that. That's if it copies 2020, the 2020 move, right? 2021. Otherwise, this could just break back down, and we could have a crypto winter. Smaller time frame, ETC. You got a single print here. It's gonna more than likely gonna retest that single print at some point. I know they're giving you the sense that this is 3 waves here. Could totally come up and roll over. Yeah, I mean, I could totally see this roll over and keep coming down here. At least back down to retest this zone here. See if it breaks out or retests and holds and gives you another high. That's your bullish hope. This breaks out here, pulls back, gives you another high. Now after that could just be a 3-way pullback, and then you can get more down after that. But that's kind of the bullish strategy. That's kind of a corrective there. But if this rolls over on the next candle, which I could see, potentially, that kind of fits my bias. You got to watch out for that on this 4-hour candle. But right now, it's got kind of a bullish look, but the 4-hour has plenty of room to the downside. But if the 4-hour breaks above the moving average on the RSI, then that's going to be a little bit more bullish. This could indeed be a 3-wave move. They could go pump the high one more time and then bring it down. And that would give you a 5-wave shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finished. Let's go. So, just some ideas to play with on ETC. Nothing definitive there. It's the same as where we are. It's kind of the same scenario where we are on Bitcoin. It's either we're done or we got another high to make. I see this down though. My take is that more than likely this is going to roll over. That would be my take. On BTC, guys, here's an interesting thing you should watch. You get a break. If you get a break at this line right there, that's going to be a little bit more bearish looking. Okay, so if you get a break of that trend right there, that's going to be more bearish. It's going to break that and maybe continue down from there. So let's see what happens here. Okay. All right. The next couple of charts here. ETH BTC, let's check it out. If I had to guess, that was Seth who requested that. Am I right? Am I right, buddy? Is that a flat? That looks like a flat. ETH is about to tank. ETH is about to tank against Bitcoin. In other words, Bitcoin's about to drop, and so is ETH, but ETH is about to make a bigger drop. ETH's percentage of drop will be bigger. That looks like a flat all day long, man. Might be better to short ETH than Bitcoin right now if Bitcoin dominance begins to pick up. Let's look at the Bitcoin dominance real fast. Where are you? I know I have the chart. BTC.D. Where are you? Oh, yeah. It's getting ready to make another high. Bitcoin dominance about to take back its dominance, or is about to lose dominance. I think this is about to. I think it's about to take back dominance. I think that's a wave 4. One more wave. A, B, C. It's got a little bit more up to go. And then more down. So yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, Christian Vasquez. Thank you for that live stream. I mean, for that super chat. Appreciate it. All right, Christian. Bitcoin SV chart. Sure. Let's look at it. You know, jump the. Take a peek. We just got a bit of a rejection here. We see we got a rejection right there. Let's see if that lasts, or if this comes down and breaks. BSV here. What is BSV? Let's look at. All right. Sorry about that, guys. It looks like you're going to get a retest of this breakout right there. See that right there? That's a single print. Looks like this is going to come down in 3 waves, back down to find some support. And either it's going to break through that support, or it's going to bounce and then break through, or bounce and go up. Right? That's the way I would ordinarily look at that chart. So, looking at the 4 hour, that looks like a flat all day long. Right here, 335 right there, looks like a nice pullback. I would expect some kind of A, B, and then C back down to here, something like that. And that's what we're in. That's what we're in. Some kind of a wave back down to support. Draw that line there. You got the breakout line right here. Support line there. I think that's a good confluent area, about $55. So that would be my guess. If right now, what you're finding is that you're getting a bounce. Right, see how we're getting a bounce on this line right here. So if that's going to bounce, it could go up here, okay? Or if it rolls over and breaks that line, we're coming down here. That's the way I'd look at that chart. I mean, pretty simple. It could come up here and then come down. But that's my take, Mr. Vasquez. All right, let me know if that helps you, buddy. Let's look at Link now. Look at Link is next on the list. If you want to skip the line, guys, super chat me and I'll get you up there first. Otherwise, you gotta wait your turn. Yep, my pleasure, buddy. That's not the right chart. There we go. Yeah, Link looks like it. Well, yeah. See, all of them have that ending diag, guys. Yeah, I think they've all topped. I really do. I keep looking at it. I got A, I got B, I got C, and then I got an ending diag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 waves there, guys. I really do. And I got a beautiful 1, 2 here on Link. 3, 4, 5. See that big volatile down move is really imminent. It's really possible and imminent. So that's a possible look on Link there. You'll notice that we're currently riding. No, we're not riding support yet. So yeah, I'd see a potential 3-way move back down to here and then up potentially, right? Or we need to break out the single print. So we got a single print that we need to come down and find support on here, down here, and then up. That's a possibility. Otherwise, Link is about to die. So we really need to find support on that line or down here. If we get a dump, we really need to find support on that breakout. Otherwise, we come down here, then price is looking scary. So that's what I'd be watching here. Let's see, but the wave structure, I mean, you've got the wave 4 and the wave 5 look. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this continues to make another high, then we're going to look at this as a 1, 2. Okay, this was 3, 4, 5, and then we're done. So if this goes up higher, then that other count I was talking about Bitcoin is potential that we haven't. We have the bigger 4 to create, and then the 5th wave to the upside. But there's a wave 4 and a wave 5 right there. So I see down is more likely. But this could, obviously keep rocking. If it comes up and hits the high, then look at that as a potential 5th or a much bigger one too, and the big bullish count that I talked about is in play. Ultra bull count, but I'm not ultra bull right now. I'm having a hard time with the ultra bull count. I could be wrong. I might be like blinded to it, but it's not like I have a horse in this race. I don't. So I just see that single print. Something needs to be retested. That single print needs to be retested. Okay. Nikki Nada, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. What are you asking me to do? I'm not sure. I do study Bitcoin. Oh, study Bitcoin gems. Start with the Bitcoin standard. I'm not. I mean, that's what I did for the first hour. I'm not sure what you're saying. Can you rephrase that for me? I'm curious to understand what you're saying. Because I spent the first hour in some just studying Bitcoin, right? So if you communicate differently, that'd be awesome. Okay. Well, I appreciate the super chat nonetheless. You know, I look at Bitcoin every day and I've studied its price patterns. I've lived it, and you know, I am well aware of its movements. Oh, it's a book. I see. I got you. I understand. Thank you. I just the Bitcoin standard. I'll check it out. Yeah, thank you. Check that out. I probably do need to just do a little bit more studying on blockchain technology and whatnot for sure. But I'm purely a trader, just looking at price. Yeah, for sure. You know, my take on the world is I think we're going to CBDCs. I think they're taking us to CBDCs, and there's a crisis, an economic crisis that's around the corner in the next 5 years that is going to cause the world to cry out for help from the government, and the answer to it is going to be a CBDC. And they've already rolled them out, but now they need public acceptance of it. So, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, let's keep rocking through. Thanks for that super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. TIA. Let's look at TIA, and we'll keep going. If you ask for a stock for any reason, which is fine, make sure you identify it as a stock, please. Just say, hey, it's a stock. Okay, TIA. There's not much here. Not much I can help you with here because there's just not a lot of price action. But that's a 5-wave shape right there. So that's looking very 5-wave-ish. The only problem is this hit to the high is kind of sketch here. Let's see. I don't see that, Nikki. I don't see that as your only defense. I think that's, to be honest with you, I think that the Bitcoin is the Trojan horse to take us to CBDCs. So they're going to destroy Bitcoin, but not blockchain. I think they're going to somehow invalidate Bitcoin more than likely, or as it is today. There'll be another, there'll be another version of something. I don't know. It's just my take is that they're probably going to make it so that the CBDCs become a necessity. I hope you're right. I hope Bitcoin is, this is looking 5-wave-ish here, and we have divergence here. So I'm looking for a bigger move down to kind of finish this move out. And then a continuation after that. That's the way Elliott would look at it. That's the way I would look at it through Elliott lens. So I'm looking for this to finish at some point here, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down So that's the way I look at TIA there. So whoever asked me about TIA, that's the way I would see that. 335. Let me look at the line chart here. Yeah, I might get that book, Nikki. I wonder if there's an audio book about it to just listen to it. That might be something I could do. Christian, thanks again for the second super chat. Appreciate it. And I'm not sure what I was right again on. But yeah, something like that. Let's finish this out and then down. All right, let's look at render real fast. RND R USDT. There we go. Real quick. Yeah. 3 now. Interesting chart there. Yeah, you look at this and you're thinking, man, it needs another high, doesn't it? You almost want to say it needs this right there. So render looks like it needs that other high. Maybe that other high is coming for Bitcoin. So maybe that count is right. We get a move down to 38K and then we get a move back up. So yeah, I see this move as plausible here on this chart. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more hit. One more go. Really finding some support here on this trend line. Let's see what happens. Man, I look at render and I'm like, man, that needs to go up one more time. Doesn't have to, but it kind of looks like it at least 3 waves and then down, and then maybe find some support and then up. So that would be the other option. This corrects back down here over the next several months, like I'm expecting in Bitcoin, and then another high to be made. That's possible too, and that would give us a diag, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diag, like I'm looking for Bitcoin. That diag count that I shared. So that's plausible. So if it doesn't make another high here, if it just corrects and then comes back down, look for it to find some support on that trend line. Something like that. Right? And then that's when you get the higher high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure what render is. I don't know the project, but those are some ideas there for render. So yeah, either this needs to go up for a 5th wave and then reject. So that's an idea, or this needs to just kind of pull up and then come back down, find support in that trend line, and then go. So that's render for you. Past 11 now. We got a bullish engulfer. Yeah, let's check it out. It didn't engulf it. It didn't engulf it. It came short of it. It made a lower high in the 4 hour. Now it could continue up, but it made a lower high technically. Now ETH does have. ETH did make an engulfing. So watch for a break of that trend line there on ETH to the upside. Let's see if it finds some rejection here. Small time frame. Let's see if we find a break to the downside here. Okay, what's next? I'm getting tired, guys. Oh, Gala, it's the last one. Okay, let's look at it. Gala. Call it good. I mean, we got a break here of the trend. It broke. It's making some kind of correction. I would. Yeah, let's see if this comes up here and corrects and then comes down for a third wave. Respecting that line right there. So if it corrects back up, we're looking for another move down. It may respect this line and come on down. I'll be honest with you right now, with that last candle, it looks more likely to go up than down with that last candle. So the current candle has changed the look of Bitcoin a little bit. This wave is changing the way it looks. It's giving a more bullish look to it. But you got a 5-wave shape here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hit the high one more time. Then watch for a rejection here. Well, guys, I've enjoyed hanging out with you. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream tonight. Nikki, really good to get to know you a little bit. Thanks for the awesome ideas. I'll definitely check out the Bitcoin. What was the name of the book again? Dag on it. The Bitcoin Standard. I'll check it out. Definitely. And Chris, thanks for the super chats. The 2 of them that you gave as well. Thanks, Nikki, for yours as well. Appreciate it, guys. My voice is shot. I need something to drink. You guys have a fantastic evening. Thanks for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed the content. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff that Bitcoin, that the YouTube algorithm loves, and let's get the channel rolling for me. I appreciate that. That's one way you could just say thanks. But anyway, thanks, Kimosabi. As always, my brother, appreciate you, man. And y'all take it easy. Be safe. Bye-bye.